Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel and also welcome to my classroom. I'm sitting in my classroom right now. I really don't get a chance to do this often, but right now I'm just going through my plans and I was just planning the last few weeks of school. We've just come back from spring break and we only have about like 5 weeks left until summertime, and I really can't wait until summertime because if there's anything like spring break was, it's going to be amazing and I am going to love it. I didn't want to come back from spring break. I really didn't know what I was doing. I totally forgot I was a teacher, didn't know how to teach, didn't know what to expect when I came back. But yeah, my first spring break my first spring break in years, my first spring break as a teacher was lovely. Can't wait to do it again. So summertime is going to be my next opportunity to just kick it at the house and just do what I do every day. So yeah, while I was planning these last few weeks, I was just reflecting on how I've come a long way with my teaching and my planning. So yeah, I was just planning these last couple of weeks out, and due to testing, because the students are testing right now, that's why I have 2 hours of free time. I have 2 hours of free time. This is my planning period. This is sixth period. Sixth period is my planning period, and this is when my sixth period classes would have been testing, but I don't have a sixth period, so I have a free period. So that's hence why I'm talking to you guys. But yeah, I was just planning these last few weeks, and due to testing, I was trying to figure out my lessons, what I'm gonna teach. I really don't have too much to plan for. Let's see. That was March. Let me get to today's date. So they've been testing since before spring break. They tested a week before spring break, then we had spring break. They came back this week, they're still testing. Just found out yesterday they're testing next week. So it's like, that's something else to get through, and that's another new thing as a first year teacher that I guess you're not really expecting. Let's see. Testing. All right, there goes spring break. So this week was pretty much an L because we only had 3 days this week. Monday was still part of spring break, so we came to school Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And they were testing each of those days. So when they're testing, I have 2 classes that are in here for an hour and a half, and then I have 4 classes for 30 minutes. So it was like, I was kind of confused on, am I going to teach? Am I going to, because the way I like to teach, I like to keep all my classes together at the same time, kind of moving at the same pace, or at least my health class is moving at the same pace. PE classes, they do whatever. But yeah, I like to keep my classes all together, moving at the same pace. So it's like when 2 of them have an hour and a half class and then the rest of them have 30-minute classes. That was kind of difficult to navigate, but I feel like I did a good job at it this time. Because this time they kind of rotated who's going to be in there for an hour and a half. All right, so Tuesday, first and second period were in here for an hour and a half. And then third and fourth period only had 30 minutes. And then on Wednesday, third and fourth period were in here for an hour and a half. And then first and second only had 30 minutes. So that was kind of easier to navigate. We were still coming back from spring break, so I wanted to keep things light. I know you guys heard about me having troubles with my word wall and all. So I figured out my word wall, and I had the kids participate. I'm gonna take you guys over here to my word wall. All right, so the next unit is drugs and alcohol. When they were in here for an hour and a half, I had them draw. We went over drugs. I introduced the drugs, the categorizations of drugs. You see hallucinogens, inhalants, opioids, opiates, steroids, depressants, prescriptions, over-the-counter, things of that nature. Word wall. And I picked the best ones out. See, we got a little talent. All right, so when students were in here for their hour and a half class, I had them go ahead and draw. And then when they came for their 30-minute class, I went ahead and taught. Also during that hour and a half class before they drew, I handed out like pretty much the definitions of the stimulants, depressants, all things like that, and I kind of vaguely went over it, kind of like quickly went through it. I'm like, yeah, your assignment. Well, all right. So this is how I broke it down. So the first and second period, they were the first ones to have the hour and a half class, and I had them actually draw the words and like see if they could get creative with bubble letters and things like that. Third and fourth period, they were tasked with the assignment of drawing the actual something about that drug. Like I was asking if you can draw somebody snorting a line of coke, or if you could draw Tony Montana or anything like that. You know, that's y'all's thing. But first and second period, they're actually drawing the word, hallucinogen, inhaling, and all that. While the other classes were actually drawing the representation of that drug. So yeah, we're about to go into our drug and alcohol unit, and I figured this was a good time. Last semester, we did the drug and alcohol unit earlier in the semester, just because I don't know, it was around homecoming. It was around October, around the second month of school. Definitely the first quarter, because you know, you got a whole lot of kids coming in, entering high school. You know, a whole lot of new things, running into a lot of new situations, peer pressure, things of that nature. High school, getting mixed in with older kids and things like that. You know. So yeah, last semester we ran into it earlier during the semester. This year I decided to wait a little bit. I wanted to wait till it's a little bit closer to prom. Prom is May, the middle of May. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about drugs and alcohol these upcoming weeks as it gets closer to prom. So you know, maybe they'll think twice about making a bad decision on prom night, or prom weekend, or graduation for that matter. Or over the summer. Hopefully some of these things stick. So we're starting the drug and alcohol unit. So next week we're going to be, you know, going over drugs, and that'll take us through the 18th through the 22nd. And then the following week, the 25th through the 29th, we'll be talking about alcohol. And then after that takes us to May. Well, I figure we got to do a test during the first week of May. And we've only had one test this quarter. So, I mean, I feel like we've got to have another test. So why not the first week of May? And then, you know, I have a week. Then we have like the last day of school is May 24th. So then after that, I have the week of the 9th through the 13th and the 16th through the 20th. I figure the week of the 16th through 20th is going to be used for finals. So I'm going to have to be doing like a final exam review and things like that. So that leaves the week of the 9th through the 13th. Let's see, we'll probably talk about, you know, a few driving skills, we'll talk about laws, the juvenile justice system, and then we have 3 days, that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, probably do our little workbook thing. When I say working out the workbook, this is the workbook we use, choosing the best journey. Yeah, we got about 3 or 4 lessons left on that. So I feel like we run through that. We go through finals week, and that's the end of school. So yeah, that's the breakdown for the last couple of weeks. We're here at the home stretch, and I am trying to finish strong. All my teachers out there, stay strong. We're almost there at summertime. Yeah, let's get it. Bye.